In the flat marshes of East Anglia, you'll find a stunning national park. Full of meandering rivers and man-made lakes created hundreds of years ago by excessive peat digging. I am, of course, talking about the Broads. Hello everyone, and welcome to my newest adventure. A few months ago, my parents and I embarked on an exciting 6-day journey through the Broads using a stylish boat we hired from a boatyard in Stalham. From here, the River Ant would take us to the rest of the Broads further south. Most of the rivers here are fully navigable by boat, so there's so much to explore. The ancient village of Horning, Wroxham and its surrounding lakes, an 11th century monastery, and so much more. So, where do we start? For me, it all started with the pitter-patter of rain on a car window. We'll be starting this journey with so much of it that the roads we were driving on were flooding. Remember, we're entering marshlands here, so water levels can rise quite a lot.
Well, I can tell we're in wetlands. Everything's flooding. Holy hell. We had to slowly trudge our way through the flooded roads until we reached the boatyard, where we'd step onto the boat for the first time for a little introductory lesson on how to drive.
Have you driven boats before?
Yeah.
Wow, lovely.
It's been a while though.
My dad was shown the ropes, quite literally, and was able to drive the boat well despite the terrible conditions and massively delayed steering.
You're going off to the right, and there is a delay in this steering by a few seconds.
Oh, is that because of the speed that the rudder turns?
Yeah, they don't move very quickly, so
Right.
into reverse. Get down.
Is there a speed limit here?
4 miles an hour,
Right.
and the police are out and about, and they will use speed guns.
Yeah,
I've seen people get told for it in the
Yeah.
past because they've been creating such a wash.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
What my dad is referring to here as wash are basically large waves created by the propellers of the boats, which can be so tumultuous that they disrupt plants and wildlife. Because this is a nature reserve, there are low speed limits throughout to try and prevent this from happening. At this point it's getting rather late, and we want to at least make it down to a nice, natural mooring spot before it gets dark, preferably Barton Broad. Eager to get going, we quickly sign the necessary paperwork and set off.
We're off.
And away we go. Are you filming?
From you. The first driver. I want to have a go at driving at
Oh,
some
you
point.
will. You
Yeah.
will.
Being able to stand on the back of the boat and look out over the top just felt so amazing to me.
So cool. Oh, there's a speed limit sign. 4 miles per hour.
We began making steady progress down the River Ant, trying to get used to the delayed boat controls.
We just got overtaken by another boat.
At this point, I didn't know anything about how boat moors worked, so I was quite interested in seeing how others did it along the riverbanks.
Look at that, more. Very interesting. Dude, look at these people like mooring in these places. That's some cool places to moor, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should try that.
You may have noticed by now this boat has terrible visibility in rainy conditions. The water condenses easily onto the slanted window panels, making it incredibly hard to see. This, combined with the time pressure to find a decent mooring spot before sundown, made for a pretty interesting first day.
You know what? I quite like this one.
Me too. Alright, yeah, so we gotta go straight down here and then it's a left turn. Yeah, we're like halfway there so far. The swans are interested in my crisps. Wah, 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 wah. They can't swim as fast as the boat though.
It was at this point that after a bit more driving, my dad suddenly spotted a clearing on the bank apparently suitable for a moor, and immediately started maneuvering towards it. It was getting dark now and he was worried we wouldn't make it to Barton Broad in time. Besides, a natural mooring on the riverbank is cool.
Trying to moor up on the trees over there. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I was a little worried as I thought the water might be too shallow or something, but my dad actually has quite a bit of experience doing this sort of thing and was totally committed to making this maneuver work.
I feel like we should know how to moor before we do this. help it feel that way. What are we doing to this boat? I mean, it's sort of working.
Now, I had no idea what I was doing, so all I could really do was watch as he put his plans into motion and listen carefully to his instructions. He pulled us towards the nearest tree, jumped off the boat, asked me to throw him the rope, which he somehow used to pull the boat into position. I realized how strong he is when pathetically trying to push the boat myself off these trees. Then he asked me to reach into this boat locker to get out these peg things, which can anchor into the ground to keep the boat in place. He pegs those into the ground on both sides, and before I know it, we're moored.
Right, well, we should be good there then.
Should we switch the engine off?
Yeah, kill the engine.
And so for the first time in this video, you get to experience the bliss that is not listening to that horrible engine noise all the time.
Oh my god, we did it. That was intense. We actually did it.
Yeah, we did a good job there.
Oh, I'm nervous.
No, we sorted that out. We got it done. That was a good job. Well teamed. Put it there.
Let's go.
Right, let's get ourselves
We're
sorted.
gonna stay here tonight.
I don't see why not.
Nice, okay. Oh,
Yeah, that was good teamwork, that.
nice. How did you get back on the boat?
I climbed up off this stump over here.
Right.
But, you know, obviously the boat moves around. It was a lot closer at the time.
We moored into the ground.
Now we could finally relax for the first time and discuss plans for tomorrow, including getting my first drone shots.
But yeah, I reckon we could lay that mat out there, and you'd be able to land your drone on that.
Well, that's what I'm considering is, like, while the boat's moving, there's so much roof space here, I could land it here, then just take it off and bring it to safety.
Yeah,
Oh,
but as you saw, it only poodles along.
Yeah.
What we need is a towel.
So wet.
I know, the floor is sopping wet. I want to take my boots off, but I've got wet socks.
Yeah.
This day was full of surprises, but what I didn't expect was how dark it would get, and so quickly. There we were, chilling to some TV, when suddenly,
They look slightly different.
it was pitch black on the Broads. The only light or sign of any activity at all was our boat. For this time, nothing else existed. It was a peaceful night, just long enough to get excited for the many adventures to come. Day 2 is where things get interesting. The weather is perfect, we woke up early enough to take advantage of the whole day, meaning we could power through Barton Broad straight down the River and turn right onto the River Bure to reach Horning, which is an important goal for today. But more on that later. I woke up to the heavy sounds of my dad walking around the boat at around 7 AM. Excited to know that we'd be setting off soon, I came out to see what he was doing.
What are you doing?
Cleaning.
Oh, you're walking up in my bedroom constantly. It's a really nice morning.
Yeah, it is.
The sun rose faster than I expected. It's only 7:20. I was worried that you were like unmooring the boat or something. I
Well, I'm about to.
I needed to get up.
You don't need to get up. You can go back to bed if you want.
No, because I want to be part of the process.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't want you to do stuff without me. There's no one else here.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's been absolute bliss. When I woke up, you could see all the stars. It was amazing. I could see constellations. I don't know the names.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have woken me up.
I didn't want to wake you.
I'm doing that next night.
You'll have a chance again tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Wait, that's pretty cool. Huh?
This is awesome. This boat's awesome. I
It's so peaceful.
After saying hello to the morning swans, it was time to try taking off the drone for the first time. To ensure it could land safely, we fashioned a very high friction material to sit on the roof, so that the drone won't slip off during takeoff and landing when the boat is moving.
There's my little landing pad.
I was naturally very nervous about this first flight, as I didn't even know if it would be possible to land again, but the results were well worth it.
Check that out.
Are you flying?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That is a cool mooring spot. Seeing it from this distance.
Hey Trish, come and look at this.
There's the Broad. This is a pretty interesting perspective on things. The drone could record me going across the boat and hopefully not falling in. That would actually suck. There we go. We can set off now. Okay, you need to get back to the helm.
I will.
With the boat untethered from the land, we were free to set off towards Barton Broad and beyond, this time with my drone following as our eye in the sky. There was just one tiny problem. You may have noticed the drone is not moving. It went about 50 meters before refusing to go any further. For whatever reason, it was now trapped in a 50-meter bubble from its original launch point, and our boat was slowly moving away from it. Terrified of losing the drone, I hastily told my dad to turn around and use the drone to warn of any approaching boats coming the other way. Fortunately, this wasn't a problem at all, as it turns out my dad is pretty skilled at driving boats. I was so worried about the drone I didn't even realize the people on the other boat were waving at it. My dad was luckily very accommodating when it came to driving what is now essentially an aircraft carrier underneath my drone though, so all I had to do now was make the landing.
Okay, now I really need to log in. I'm sorry about that.
Why? What happened?
Because I'm not logged into DJI, they want to make sure that I'm flying safely, so I need to log into my account. Without logging into the account, it geologs it to 50 meters.
Right. I see.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. Just have to turn around again.
Yeah, that scared me off from flying the drone for a while, so unfortunately I didn't get any during this gorgeous weather on the Broad. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because now I could relax and enjoy one of the best experiences in my life ever. Bacon sandwich and tea on the roof of a boat.
Best place to have lunch, truly. Got the boat's roof as a table. Like, this just has to be a picture. This is so funny to me.
As quickly as we entered, we left Barton Broad behind, determined to get to the old village of Horning as fast as possible, a place my dad remembers fondly from his childhood.
Remembering anything from your childhood?
I will do when we get to Horning.
On the way there, we started passing some beautiful homes on the riverside.
Look at that! Boat harbour! They've got an old steamboat in there too. Look at this, man. They've got... people got boats. Ah, this is Ørsted. Are we going the right way?
For the first time in this trip, we encountered a boat that was just going too slow for our liking. So when they pulled to one side, we took our chance to overtake.
I would advise caution, it's quite narrow. We must look like proper experienced boaters with the way that you're driving. Like, everyone's looking at me like I'm doing something important. I'm just sat here eating sandwiches. Like,
slowly but surely, we continued our voyage down the River Ant, bend after bend. All the while, I constantly maintained my lookout position on the roof. Eventually, I spotted a decaying windmill and wanted to see if we could check it out.
there's birds on it, that's so cool. Can we go and have a look? Let's moor.
You're about to watch the first mooring attempt where I actually play an important part. All I had to do was untie the rope from the pegs we used for the last mooring and throw it over to my dad, who would then tie it up on the bank.
Yeah, you'll have to untie it. I meant to do that before I set off, but I didn't get a chance. Untie it from the hook. Don't drop the hook in the water.
Unfortunately, it just so happens I'm not very good at untying long ropes.
Yeah, I never got a chance to. Hurry up. Why is this taking so long? It's too far to throw now.
Sorry.
Bring it down here as far as you can.
I'm honestly not too sure what happened next, as most of this mooring happens off camera, but I think my dad had to get back onto the boat to steer it into the bank again. This time though, I was ready. At this point, I still didn't know how to tie it to a mooring post, by the way, so I was just pulling at the boat until my dad came and told me how. For some reason my camera stopped recording at that point, but even with a few hiccups, we moored successfully and could make our way to the windmill. But not before my dad indulged in one of his less conventional hobbies.
I'm definitely photographing that.
Dual men's club.
I need it for the Corrugated Iron Appreciation Society.
What the? He has an appreciation society for everything. Bruh.
I wish I had that. I wish it was mine. I'll take it home.
No.
I need it for the car port.
No.
Oh, and I can send it to the Rusty Stuff Appreciation Society.
There's a rusty... Dad, what? You are the most dad person I know.
Right, so this is to pump water, but why? I'll tell you.
Oh.
You see, the trouble with digging holes below water level is they tend to fill up with water. So you have to keep pumping them out. And the only resource available was wind power, of which there is a lot in East Anglia because there's no hills, you'll notice.
Oh, there are no hills.
It's very flat around here. So there's a lot of wind, and if you feel the prevailing breeze even today, it's perfectly oriented to turn these sails. So that would keep this pumped out of water so that they can dig more peat out to sustain their lifestyle.
Oh, so this is part of the peat mine?
Yeah.
Ah. We're really like not eating into the day here, like it's only 9 o'clock.
Really?
We've
It was
made
nice and early.
amazing-
Somebody was stomping round the boat, Amy.
Yeah, all I heard when I was waking up was boom,
Boom,
boom on
boom,
my freaking
boom.
bed. I really want to fly like through one of the things.
You are a nutcase.
Yep. You want to try filming it?
I can't even see the drone.
Don't worry if it looks too far away, I can zoom in and post.
I'm just... sorry, I missed it.
You missed that. That was professional
I couldn't
flying,
see it
that.
until the last minute, and then it was going too fast. Want to try again? Got it.
If that hit, I turned off the sensors.
With my drone miraculously living to fly another day, it was time to unmoor and continue our journey. This time, I learned a little bit more about how it's done.
Okay. What you need to do...
Untie it, right?
Well, untie it, yes, but you also need to gather up the rope and get it on the boat without it falling in the water.
Right.
Or you can just hold it for a second. Right, so gather up the rope and toss it on. Okay, that'll do. Right, now we want to just give it a gentle nudge out without falling in. And if you jump on board... Right, so do you see what I did there? It was about getting the front untied while the back end stays tied. Then you cast the front out so that it's pointing into the river.
Yes, it's pointing the direction you want to go, yeah.
But it's all about timing.
Yep.
So then you untie the back, hop on, and off you go.
Yeah. Okay.
After that helpful lesson, I sighted another windmill along the riverbank,
there's a windmill
but soon
right
had to
here.
abandon my rooftop position because it started raining again.
Rain has unfortunately struck us again.
Bored and unsure what to do next, I took the opportunity to ask if I could try driving the boat for the first time.
Can I try driving for a bit?
Certainly.
Alright.
I had a mixture of excitement and nervousness as I took the helm, as I knew the delayed steering would be difficult.
This steering is so hard to get used to.
But I gained confidence quickly and soon started enjoying it.
Check this out. It's really hard to get used to this steering. Oh. Dad is on the end of the boat. Look at this.
Kip and I had only been driving for just over 2 minutes. I somewhat expected my dad to stay at the boat and stop me if I was about to do anything catastrophically wrong. You know, like when driving. So I was a little uneasy that he so casually trusted my skills enough to stand on the front of the boat and pay me no mind.
I'm a bit scared now. If I get my steering wrong. Can you come here? I'm scared. I don't know how to drive a boat. It's my first time driving.
Slowly but surely I continued guiding the boat down the meanders of the River Ant, sticking my head out like an excited puppy as the wind flowed through my hair. Sometimes I had to do that in order to actually see, as the rain caused the window to become foggy again, something the terrible wiper does not help with at all.
It's stupid, yeah.
You having fun?
Somewhat.
I see, right.
I think I'm doing an okay job of keeping it to the right though.
Yeah, you're doing alright. And you're getting better with practice too. I mean, I was a bit crap at first.
Oh, this is good, this. Oh, we're not even close to the crossroads yet. We've still got a lot of driving to do.
But before we can arrive at Horning, there is one obstacle we have to get through. A bridge. The Broads are littered with very low bridges that can sometimes only be passed at certain times of the day depending on the height of the water. Loddon Bridge is no exception.
Oh yeah, our first bridge is coming up. So we've got to make sure there's no loose things on the...
What is our height? I don't know. It must be able to go under this bridge.
Yeah. Look at that, 3 miles per hour.
Right.
We're gonna pass in our first bridge. It's quite a low bridge. That's cool. I had to dump my head down just before it hit the bridge.
Did you? I was looking a bit close from here. I was a bit worried we were going to scrape.
This is quite a nice place.
With the Loddon Bridge now behind us, Horning was finally in the final stretch. I enjoyed some time in the front of the boat as we meandered our way to the junction where we could finally turn to the east.
It's very windy out here right now. We passed the junction and we're going to Horning.
On the way we saw this wide boat carrying a dinghy behind it. Pretty cool. I brushed my teeth on the back of the boat because I thought it would look cool. We passed a swan's house.
It's owned by a swan apparently.
And after 50 minutes of non-stop boating, we finally arrived in Horning.
We're in Horning. There's a few more marinas up ahead. This is on the outskirts of Horning. There's an inn.
Yes, I know it. I've been in it.
What, the ferry inn?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that inn. That looks nice, doesn't it?
We passed many more very nice houses along the riverbank, commenting on how nice it would be to live there, before finally finding a free place to moor, right in the centre of Horning.
We've moored. I didn't have time to film it.
Hello,
Ooh.
swan.
Brown swan.
He's a young one. Hello, sweet. Dog, they're very vicious. It's rumoured that they can break a man's arm. I don't believe it, but they can be quite aggressive.
So why have we moored here? What are we doing? We're just checking out the town.
Well, yeah, you see, the thing is, this is where my dad taught me about boats.
Yeah.
And right over there is where it was moored. Exactly where that one with the red canopy is, but they were end on in those days. They had jetties sticking out.
Yeah.
This end was blocked up by a pontoon. You had to go in through the other entrance and sort of swing round. And then
So what year was this?
76, 77, 78 and
1976.
79.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, quaint little village.
Horning is, yes. But it was a lot quainter and littler in the old days.
It was at this point that my dad just started walking off randomly, potentially trying to find something from his past.
Where you going?
After running to catch up, I discovered what he was looking for.
This was it.
What are you talking about?
This is where my dad used to park his car.
Ah, wow. Has anything changed much?
Pretty much no. This fence is new, but essentially all this is exactly as it was.
Oh, so this is for the marina.
Yeah.
So you park your car here to go out to your boat?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
Only of course it would have been a Cortina Mark
So he
I.
paid to like have a permanent like stay at the marina.
Well, it's part of part
You
of
like
the
you like
mooring
pay to
things.
store your boat
Yeah.
somewhere permanently.
All these years later. What we used to do was get in one of these, and then we'd row across the Bure into the marina, and then we'd get on the boat and get everything unpacked and what have you. But then my dad would get my granddad's dinghy and then tow this dinghy back, and then come back with the actual dinghy, so they're there for people to use so they can get to their boats. But rowing across this river was my first test.
I mean, there's no bridges, is there? So you'd have to row across.
Yeah. But I was very keen to prove that I could do it.
I reckon I could. Maybe.
Yeah, of course you could. But look, I mean, these are still the same qualities.
Same boats.
These are the same rigs. This is the same concrete. And I think I even remember these chains.
They do look quite as old as you, to be honest.
Next on the to-do list was some shopping. We first had a look at the post office, and I decided to get some very tasty looking shortbread there. The packaging was local to Horning, which I thought was very cool. There was also a general store where I bought even more biscuits and, more importantly, my favourite drinks.
There was only 2 bottles of Ribena left, so I took the entire stock. I just got the 2 best drinks ever.
What?
Best drink ever, Ribena, yes. But I also got hot chocolate, the second best drink ever.
And now it's time for more dad reminiscing. This time about a party boat, which still runs to this day, believe it or not.
There used to be a massive tree here. There it is, the Southern Comfort. Told you.
A massive boat, you mean?
Steamer.
It's not a real boat. I thought it was a real boat.
It's a party boat.
Right.
It's like a nightclub.
But can it sail?
Yeah, it does say. Or at least it used to. It used to be painted much more nicely. It looks a bit boring painted white. I don't like it.
I would totally go on a nightclub boat. Like, that sounds amazing.
Oh, there's lots on the Thames. Look up the Marchioness disaster. That'll change your mind in a hurry.
After that harrowing end to the conversation, we found a notice board about what we'd be doing tomorrow.
I bet it was invaded by Vikings.
It was the only one not closed by Henry VIII.
I vaulted over some fences, and we ended the day in Horning with a stop at a cafe known as the Galley, where I got to experience some exquisite hot chocolate, plus a nice breakfast. I didn't record much of the journey afterwards, but essentially we continued down the River Bure all the way down to Salthouse Broad, where we thought about mooring for the night.
We're currently in Salthouse Broad. I'll bring up some sort of map, just so where we are. And we're gonna moor here and have a look around, I think.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, we also bought duck food at Horning.
We stop. Oh yeah.
There you go.
We were pretty certain we wanted to moor there, though we also wanted to see Wroxham and the rest of the west side of the river today so that we could power east tomorrow morning. My dad suggested that I film a long time lapse of us going to Wroxham, the one you're seeing now, but before I show you the rest, I'd like to show you my ingenious solution to making sure the camera stays in place.
Check out my ingenious solution. Look at this time-lapse footage right here. We've just stuck down the action camera and it's recording a time-lapse of this. Pretty amazing.
On the way, we saw the Queen of the Broads, a very big passenger boat frequenting this part of the river. Just after this, I took the helm again, so what you're seeing here is actually my driving. I couldn't record any footage of it, but check out this passenger boat designed to look like an old steamer. We're heading into the suburbs of Wroxham now, as you can probably tell from all the houses and extra traffic on the river, but eventually we get to a point where we have to turn back, as this boat is too large to go under Wroxham Bridge. We decide to turn around here, my dad swiftly giving me a lesson on how to turn the boat around. I think I did a pretty good job considering the circumstances. We're heading back to Salthouse Broad now, very slowly as always. You can get an idea of just how slow the boat is moving by how fast the clouds are moving in this time lapse. I find it interesting that clouds literally move faster than the boat does. At some point in this, my dad decides to insert himself into my time lapse by looking into the camera briefly. It's only capturing one frame every couple of seconds, so this is what it looks like slowed down. On the way back, we also decided to take a detour into Wroxham Broad and see the Norfolk Yacht Club with all their yachts out and racing or something. Now my dad's driving at this point, so I decided to have some fun in front of the camera too. This is a result of me attempting to wave very slowly so that the wave would look normal when viewed really fast, but all I ended up doing was just looking like a robot. Oh, and there's that nicely decorated passenger boat again. And there's the Queen of the Broads again. At this point we also realized that we completely overshot Salthouse Broad just from the excitement of boating, so we actually turn around here and start chasing the Queen of the Broads, who for some reason starts reversing to let us pass. Eventually we make it back to Salthouse Broad and tie up the boats for the last time today. Trying to find a place to moor up for the night. I think this is where it's gonna be. And there's a little walking trail too actually, which I might go on. So we moored with the boat facing backwards this time and used the last of our duck feed on the animals nearby.
That's it now. All gone now. All gone now.
I got a drone on the roof of the boat, and I'm going to try and have a little look at the broad that we couldn't go down and see what's in there for no particular reason other than I'm quite bored. Damn, this is actually pretty insane. That's a big broad, but no one's allowed on there currently.
I take the drone further into the Broad when something catches my eye.
Holy shit, there's people there, as you can see, on a boat. I've just been flying around them. There's straight up people here. It's a swan.
On the way to our current mooring spot, we tried to moor at a place that advertised a hiking trail, although a big sign said it was closed due to excessive flooding. I decided to go over there with the drone to see just how flooded it was.
Yeah, it does definitely seems flooded. Hello.
Have you got it working?
Yeah, I've been checking out the thing. There's people on a boat in that broad.
Where?
Okay, so look.
All right, that's where we are.
Here's us. And here's the broad we couldn't go into.
Right. And there's people in a boat.
There's people fishing in there. Yeah.
They must have snuck in.
Yeah, they must have. And then here's the little footpath that we couldn't go into, that was closed. Definitely does seem like a lot of flooding is going on.
Yeah.
Look at that water there.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, that's the Wroxham Broad there. Seeing all this from a bird's eye view makes you realise that all of these distances aren't actually that vast. It's made vast by the slowness of this boat and
Yeah.
and the fact that you have to go around the rivers.
But that's the fun of it, though. It's such a relaxed way of life. I totally love this place.
I prefer this faster way of traversing the waters.
Nice job.
Perfect landing.
I
Now,
think that map was a good idea.
of course, now we can't get to it. We've got a true aircraft carrier here.
Yeah.
We then took a quick walk further inland and, quite unexpectedly, found some sort of children's activity centre. There were a couple of maps and a big net.
And here we have a big map of where you can go. What's this for though? Why is there a big net?
I think it's for children to jump around on.
It is, what the hell?
Well, why not?
It's very not bouncy.
There was even an abandoned clipboard and pencil showing some sort of activity.
They've got slides and everything.
Well, it's just gotta be climbed, I'm afraid.
You're too old for that now.
I ain't too old.
10 years ago, perhaps. Are you not going down the slide?
You want me to go down the slide? I don't.
Well, I wouldn't go all the way up there without going down the slide. I bet you don't slide. I bet you just sort of stall.
Yes. Look at that. Paid £12 just to moor. No swimming.
To summarise, there really wasn't much to see, and it was about to start raining, so we hopped back into the boat, got slightly tipsy, and, well...
Tell them what you did to my shark.
You got fed up with being a shark. He said being a shark totally sucks.
You are actually just dark. I don't like you anymore. Look, man's actually tied him around this. Unwillingly. Sharky didn't consent to this. You can't just mess around with Sharky like this.
And so it was finally time for yet another peaceful night on the Broads, which also marks the end of this episode. Thank you to all who have watched this far. This adventure has been months in the making and is actually the entire reason I started this channel. I hope you enjoyed it because this series is just getting started, and I'd be delighted if you join me next time for day 3, the sunniest day of the trip. But until then, bye for now, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Because it's a solid foundation.
Right, okay.
Boggy landscape.
I think that might be my first successful moor.
I think we did quite well. Oh, and it stinks.
Oh, gross.
I imagine it's trapped. That would be my guess.